IPOB, one family. IPOB. I welcome all of you here. Thank you, sir. And I brought my father with me.
IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. One family. IPOB.
Thank you. I welcome each and every one of you. Sit down, please. One of you should sit down. Thank you. I know here we have IPOB in Bayelsa, is that correct? Yes. I can't hear you. Is IPOB Bayelsa here? Yes. Because they said Bayelsa is south-south.
No!
Is Bayelsa south-south?
No!
They said we are not one people. Is Bayelsa Biafra?
Yes!
Now I feel a lot happier. I feel more contented because Biafra is here. Is here today, and I'm very, very glad about that. If you allow yourselves to be deceived, if you allow yourselves to be led astray by the zoo, then you have yourself to blame for eternity. It was them that killed Adakaburu, not an Igbo man. It was also the woman that killed Ken Sarawiwa, not an Igbo man. So I don't know where the enmity is coming from. I don't know where the misunderstanding is coming from. I don't know why you will tell people that we eat the same food, we have been intermarried for centuries, we have the same blood, the same DNA, that all of a sudden we are now different. Since they have been taking your oil, our oil, because there is oil in every man, in Ubud and in Haji, in Abuleu. There is oil in our barrel. Do you know that? Yes. In this very place they call Abia State, there is oil in our barrel. Are you aware of that? Yes. When it suits them, we are Niger Delta as well. When it doesn't suit them, we are Igbo, and then we are Niger Delta. That is the contradiction I cannot understand in this very place. I cannot for the life of me begin to understand where the animosity and the yearning for division is coming from. They want to divide us by every means possible. That is why Ogoniland is very dirty with oil. Do you know that?
Yes.
In Biafra, it can never be that way. But right now, but because they said to us that we must be divided, that is why that is why we struggle to pay our way through life every day. Even the ordinary Marine University they cannot do and fund very well. Nothing seems to be working. And each time you complain, they tell you an Igbo man is your problem. An Igbo man is your problem. And you're wasting your time looking at that Igbo man as being your problem, minding your own flesh and blood. The same flesh and blood. Meanwhile, they are busy taking our oil and our gas. And if you make noise, they kill you. And they don't report it in the newspapers. You know that Fulani people are now in jail. Are you aware of that? Yes. Do you know that? Yes. And they came to Ogun, was it 2 days ago or was it yesterday? Are you aware of that before? Yes, for yesterday. Therefore, yesterday. And they killed people. Are you aware of that? Yes. It was just one man killing you in Ogun. Then why do you believe such propaganda when they make it? Why do you allow newspapers written in Lagos and Ibadan to deceive you? Because the more you focus on their deceptions, the more they come in to take what belongs to you. And the more they take what belongs to you, you have nothing to live on. Then you have to run to Abuja to go and beg them. And when you get to Abuja, they call you a militant. And then they push you back. They start all over again. That is why I have everything against those who are seeking for resource control. There is a saying where I come from. First of all, you seek freedom of your land before you can have access to what is inside it. And that's what we need to do. And that's our opportunity. And let me make this very, very clear to everybody. We are returning to the way we were before the white man came. I repeat, we are going back to how we were before the white man came. And how were we living before the white man came? Igbo land will take care of Igbo business. Ogoni land will take care of Ogoni business. Ibre land will take care of Ibre business. His own land will take care of his own business. Nobody will go and tell any other person how to live their life or how to control the resources under their land. Wherever you are, everything you're standing on, everything inside the ground belongs to you and not to anybody else. Do you understand me at all? That is why we must be diligent. That is why we must be focused. That is why we must concentrate and not allow enemies to divide us anymore. There is nothing in Israel land that I want for myself. There is nothing in Ikore land. If Ikore decides to say to themselves that we are not Igbo, we are a subgroup of Igbo, all well and good, you have your own government. If Oran wants to be free from Ethiopia, they have their own government. If Oran wants to be free, all well and good. If the Koja wants to be free from Egypt, they are free to do so. If Anioma wants to be free, they are free to do so. Do you know why? Because even here, my father is a traditional ruler in an autonomous community. Do you know the meaning of the word autonomous? Yes, sir. Yes. We are autonomous. So there is no way that somebody from this part of the world can pretend any political arrangement that does not reinforce independence for people. I believe in freedom, not just for myself, but for everybody. We are going to forge a new political arrangement that the world has never seen before. It worked very well in the past. I have been waiting for you to tell me when an Igbo army invaded the land. Has it ever happened before?
No.
Has an Igbo army before ever invaded the Igbo land?
No.
No, tell me please.
No.
So where is all this fear coming from? Of Igbo domination. Tell me where. So do you mean if I come to your place and buy a piece of land and build a chemist that I'm dominating you? That Shell can come and drink the oil, drill it, take the gas and go and sell abroad. They're not dominating you. I don't know if you understand. So how is it that multinational oil companies that come into our land to drill our oil, take our gas, pollute our lands, if we talk, they bring the second armored brigade to come and kill us? They are not dominating you. It is me that is selling fancy dress that is dominating you. I cannot see the logic. I struggle to see it. Is anybody from Afara Ukwu here?
Yes. Yes.
Is Afara from here?
Yes. Stand up.
Stand up, please, people from Afara Ukwu. How many of you here are Igbo? Is the people here? Is Anang here?
Anang.
You are from Anang. Oron is also here. I'm sure you have a front on your place, is that correct? Yes. Catholic front.
Yes.
Also here we have a front. And the front will learn from Anang. We are Igbo people, but our culture, the supreme tradition we have here, in terms of defense, security in the village, is by a group or the cult known as a Okonko, and that cult came from Anna. And then you're telling me that I'm not related to him, that he is more related to somebody from the country than myself. Does that make any sense to you? No. These are some of the things that you don't know. We have in this very community. None of them are originally Igbo. We borrowed it from the people of Anoki. So if we are not the same people, how can I borrow something from you if we are not the same? These are the things that we need to understand. And stop allowing all the zoo propaganda to get to you. As you're busy looking at an Igbo man who wants to buy land, maybe to build a hospital, your enemies are coming in, taking your oil, building new military barracks, expanding it, and conquering you every blessed day. If you talk, they will kill you. You can't do anything about it. Then when you say, oh, I want to be free, they say, no, look at you, the Igbo man is coming. As you're busy, stupidly looking at the Igbo man, they're taking everything that you have. That's what they do. You don't know that? That is why we must be very, very diligent, and I'm very glad you came today. Because tomorrow now they'll write another, TSS will write another rubbish. South group who says, Igbos, leave us alone. We are not part of Biafra. Have you not seen such message? Every 2 days, they tell you, oh, Igbos, leave us alone. They want to take our land from us. What is it that you have, I do not have? I have many more that you don't have. In the 5 so-called Igbo states, which is a lie, mind you, because Igbo land starts all the way from the first state and ends in Otobo. Is there anybody from Otobo who doesn't understand Igbo language? Is there anybody from Otobo who does not understand the Igbo language they're asking? Is there anybody from Igbore, Igbo, Chan who doesn't understand Igbo language? No. I'm asking you. No. Deliberately they divided us, because divided you fall. Once they divide you, they come in, they take you off piece by piece. When Pence River was working for them, he went to my alma mater, on free Eastern Nigeria scholarship. When he was working with Abacha and all the rest of them, to cheat his own people, his own flesh and blood, he never knew one day they would kill him. If all of you cannot learn from the experience of Pence River, then you never learn. You never learn. But leave them. They are not people. They are from Delta Network. After the Igbos, they came for you and they died with you, and they're still dealing with you tomorrow morning. Isn't it? Yes. Am I lying? No. Had Ken Sarawiwa enjoyed the level of support from the Igbos that I enjoyed from the whole of Niger Delta when I was arrested, they would have killed him. The reason why they could not do anything to me is because my arrest was able to galvanize and unite the entire Biafra land unlike before. Now, there is something all of you need to understand. There is a difference when one of us is taken and all of us are shouting, and when one of us is taken, only a section of the people is shouting. I think I heard the people said it. Yes. When he was arrested, everybody was shouting, including the Igbos. You must leave him. If something happened to me, then look at all those people that we are taking without all of us shouting at the same time. What happened to them? So that tells you there is unity and strength. That is why we must be together as one people. Here on this very land, there is a saying, and I did. Ebo bere, ugo bere, itosi bere, ugo. I met the former, I think was Second Republic Governor of Rivers State, Nnamdi. I met him in London. That was in the year 1997, before he died. And he said to me that his greatest regret in life is that his people did not support Biafra. He gave me money that day. And I said, why? He said to me, very simple, when only 10 people are sharing 100 naira, it is better than 1,000 people sharing 100 naira. Yes. Do you understand that? Yes. I also met a very learned man from a private office in IPOB, Dr. Aliyu Ekine, some of you know him, the father of Sukari Ekine. He was the man that told me the meaning of the word IPOB. I never knew what IPOB meant. Most of people don't know what the name means. But he told me, Dr. Aliyu Ekine, he was the one that the one sent to go to London to counter every effort Biafra was making to convince the international community to give us their support. He said to me that IPOB means little Igbo. Ibonta, that's the meaning of it. We have Ibonta, and there is Ibonta. The only place you have Ibonta is in Afara Ukwu Ibeku, that's the meaning of the word IPOB. Now, they will not say this true. But even when the Presbyterian Church, they say, oh, I don't want this Biafra. There is one man from Cross River, they call him Obam Victor Ata. I'm not sure he actually went to school. He said there is nothing like Biafra. The Wado Institute in Calabar was built by the Presbyterian Church. You know that? And when Presbyterian Church came to this part of the world, they were known as the Presbyterian Church of Biafra. Is that not correct? So Biafra has been existing before you, even my parents, for 5,000 years. 5,000 years. Older than Britain itself. But all they want to do is to divide you. They started in the late 1950s. They had something called a minority commission. Minority commission. They asked the Igbo man, why are you creating minority commission? He said, no, we don't want when we go and give them independence. All these tiny minorities here, they will suffer. And I was asking my lecturer at the university, I said, how come you did not show some concern for minorities in the north? Why here? After all, in the north, even in Meduguri, majority are Christians, do you know that? In Borno, do you know that? In Bauchi, in Adamawa, do you know that? Yes. How come you are not concerned about all the minorities of the north? There's only the minorities of the south. Then it then dawned on me. They need to divide us to make us very weak. and hand us over to our Fulani so they can take our oil, our gas, our grain, more or less, and keep us permanently divided. And as long as you are divided, you are finished. You can never ever fight together as one and win any battle. Because we voted for our brother Jonathan. I was in nobody. I was against Jonathan, as most of you know. I was against electioneering in the zoo. I went to a place where they were fixing my car, and I asked the mechanic. He said, we're going to vote for Jonathan. I said, but why? He has not done anything for us. He said, Jonathan is our brother. You know what? And the Igbo people voted more for Jonathan than so-called South-South. I say so-called because I have looked at my geographic history. There is nothing called South-South here.
Nothing.
You know that?
Yes, there is nothing like that.
And for some of you that bask in the material, oh, we are Niger Deltans. When did the name Niger Delta come into existence? How many years ago? Now, it was a name before the white man came. That is where we are going back to. That name was not the president. And when that time comes, it is very soon. Allow me to make this very clear. We are not going to have one all-encompassing capital the same way you have in Abuja today. Everybody will have their own capital. Listen very, very carefully to this. If you come to Ikore land, Ikore people will run Ikore land, pay taxes in Ikore land, sell their gas and their oil if they have it on their own land, without any excuses or interference from anybody else. The same thing happens in Israel. Everywhere you go, you identify yourself as a distinct group. You will run your own business. You do your own thing. Do you understand me? Yes. You will not have somebody from community telling you, oh, this is our police, our customs, and you have to pay tax to us. Rubbish. If you cannot find what you would eat, you will starve. Everything that belongs inside the ground, anywhere the people are, belongs to the people. They are from the people. There is nothing like peaceful federalism, nothing like a delegation, nothing like allocation. No. If you have mango, sell it. Yes. If you have avocado here, sell it. Yes. It is your own. Yes. Mango cannot be growing here, my father's compound. And they want to put your hand to collect it. I will say no to you. That is how the new Biafra is going to be. We are not going to allow anybody to interfere. If they like, let that nation be only 100,000 people. It is not your business. They will be completely autonomous. Any day they want to leave Biafra, if they want to go, they'll go. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Nobody is going to. All this, we are indissoluble, indivisible. Rubbish. The place where I come from is the Federal 7. In that 7, they now make it not to the 24. So even within Biafra itself, nation states within Biafra will be independent on their own. Don't allow yourselves to be deceived or confused by people who are not educated enough even to sign a simple project on time. We are learned for a reason and for a purpose. That reason has come, and that purpose is here, standing us in the face. And it is Biafra. And we are going to fix this very land for the benefit and the betterment of everybody. We are going to consult extensively. We have looked at the mistakes of the past. Why Biafra failed before, we know. This time we are going to consult everybody, village by village, hamlet by hamlet, to let them understand what is there for them. And all of you are going to have your own separate referenda Referendum is the goal of referendum. All of you have one each. If everybody wants to be part of Biafra, many people will vote and say, we want to be part of Biafra. So we are not forcing anybody.
Yes. Sure.
No force from anyone. Yes. You are blessed. Come and join. Let those people not deceive you by telling you, if you want to force us, they are touching places outside the land. No. Everybody will vote to join. After we must have voted individually, all the nations must have voted, then we will come together again and say, maybe we are drunk when we are voting. Let all of us vote together now to say we want Biafra. So we vote for the final time. That's what we have Biafra. So that if you say no, you don't want to come, when tomorrow they start killing you with their cattle, if you call me, I will not come. Because if we don't come now to say, come my brother, let's go together. When the time comes, they will say, hey, you never told me, you never asked me. And when, if you forgive me, people of Niger, therefore, should I say Southern Biafra, when they say to me, that you need to consult us before you leave your name in the map, I agree with them. Even in Igbo land, some elders are unhappy with me because I have not come to tell them personally, one-on-one. That's where we are as a people. There's nothing wrong with it. Yes. So that is why we must consult extensively. Ask everybody, what type of government do you want? How do you want us to do this? So that we not repeat the mistakes of the past. Because we are all equal. We are all equal before the laws of the upper land as it will be, and before the Most High spoke Abiam in heaven. Yes. Understand this very clearly. Once Biafra comes, everybody will be equal. Everybody will be equal. I respect people from Venezuela. They own houses in Aka. They own shoprights in Aka. Because we couldn't have a Biafra where there is no investment, no ownership of businesses from people from Calabari, in Onitsha. That people from Onitsha can own properties in Calabari. I will say no to it. Understand me very well. I will say no to it. I want development to be across the board. If my children are going to good schools, your own children will go to good schools as well. That is what the white man is afraid of. And those that are sponsoring. They know that if they allow us to run Biafra, it will be a very beautiful nation. They know that very well. They know it. How many times have you heard that Igbo people raise up to kill strangers in their midst? Has that happened before? Nowhere. I don't think you're following me. How many times have you heard that one village has up to kill strangers in their midst?
Never.
No. Has that happened before?
Never.
Because we value life. The beauty of life. So you cannot take what you cannot give. We believe that life comes from the Most High Protected Kabia. Therefore, you have no right to take it. But those we are working with, are they thinking that way? No. Are they thinking that way? No. You come and you preach to me. You tell me that talking about self-determination is equal to war. Look at what you're doing. You're hitting up the polity. And I say to them, what has Boko Haram been doing for very many years now? Putting down the polity. It is such hypocrisy that I cannot stand. I cannot tolerate it. And I don't want any of you to get it either. When you leave here today and return safely to your towns and your villages, tell them you came to see me. And that my message is the same. that I will never ever change. Not to allow themselves to be deceived again. Biafra belongs to all Biafran people. I have no business in Nnamdi unless you invite me. In Biafra land, there will be no police force because police will be carried down. And yes. Police is a civil service. It's not an armed service. You don't know that? If I see any soldier on the street with uniform and gun, that day will bring that person alive. When you have one monolithic police or one monolithic army, one idiot somewhere can say, okay, go and arrest Mr. Tony, I will run and go. Do you know that the likes of Rotas of Korocha, who are not well educated as it were, they will tell you that the problem of Nigeria is leadership. Is that correct? No. Is it correct? No. It's not leadership. I read in English, there, they force you to obey the law. You must obey it. How? When you come to traffic light and it's red, don't you stop? Stop. Okay, why don't you leave it at green then and say, oh, be a good driver and stop and allow others to do? You must stop, isn't it? It is actually how you structure your land, how you prepare your law, that determines how people who are coming into office will behave. If you are coming in and there is no police inspector to go and send to go and arrest somebody illegally, will you ask them to go and arrest somebody illegally? No. When there is no police to do so? No. Understand how this Biafra is going to be. It's for all of your benefit, all of it. Yes. Nobody can wake up and say, I am also of police. Go and arrest Mr. Nwaka for me. Every arrest you make, if it is a prior arrest, a magistrate must sign the paper first before we go. If you are in Biafra land, I'm sorry, if any of you are doing generator business, generators, is anybody here selling generators? Yes. I'm sorry, in Biafra, you'll be out of business. And I want to take you through one thing today. If you want to have regular power supply, do you know what to do? You ban private use of generators by everybody. By everybody, including the president. And you force the grid supplying lights to the village to come to the forest area of the town. So those people who don't have lights, the people to have lights. In Biafra land, there will be no generators at my show. We have planned this perfectly well. Perfectly well. I can assure you. We have taken care of everything. And that is why our enemies are fighting so hard to divide us. There is one thing stopping Biafra from coming today. It is the unity of the Southwest and the South-South. That's all. Nothing more. Once we are bonded together, believe me, they have no choice than to give up. And that is why we are going to go back to your villages and to your towns to preach this very topic. That we are one people under the Most High God, in different languages, called different names. Somebody call it Abbasid, is that correct? Yes. And there is I want to go to Nigeria. So your name is Abbasid, answer Abbas. That is it too. In Akwa Ibom, is that correct? Yes. It is where my father's mother comes from. That is the thing goes. Do you understand me? Yes. I don't know how you allow yourself to be so much. And today, by the grace of the Most High, that ignorance will leave all of us. Tell them not to frighten you anymore. We are one people, one family, and one nation. We are the only ones that have the right to say that we are indivisible. Most of the other things I have to say, I will say it when I go back on air. There is something we say here. I thank all of you for coming. All of you, go back and tell your people that they have nothing to fear from the Biafra. Yes. Only their ignorance and their stupidity. Yes. We are all one people. And I make this challenge to go in front of you, which I have made before on Radio Biafra. I am prepared to supply a strand of my hair, if I can say pardon. I have been given my blood. And I challenge all of you here, if you're from Ezon, if you're from Oboni, if you're a parent, if you're Igbo, if you're a Ibibio, if you're Efik, if you're a Doma, all of us, supply your blood and I'll supply mine. We send it to America for DNA test. Then we ask the people, tell us if these people are related or not, by blood. If they say no, I'll give up the Biafra. Because if you go to Doma land, they have a place, Ori, Afro, and they said to me, Nnamdi Kanu is coming to Benin. And I said to them, I have been to Kano before. Do you have a place, Ori, Afro, now you can see the difference. How many peace rappers does our women die? How many? Do you better to peace rapper? Some idiots told me that my only cousins that they come from Benin. And I asked them, does the women tie to peace rapper? No. Does also women tie to peace rapper? No. How about Kanu? No. Then why do we tie to peace rapper, all of us at the same time? Then on that note, don't allow our enemies to divide us. Because united we are stronger, and divided we will collapse. So I pray and bless each and every one of you here. Thank you very much.
My friends, I thank you so much. We are all the good people from Biafra. We thank you so much.
You are from where?
I am from Ihost, Nenegua. My community is where the government house is built. Just like your fence and the road, that is where my community. Europa is my home. My name is Godi Otoro. I'm an ex-staff of SPDC. When we are talking, I know the oil politics. My father, my brother, we know that fear is one of the weapons that the devil uses. And fear is one of the weapons that our elders, our pilots, that was supposed to come out here openly to say we are no longer ready for this divide and rule cannot come out because of fear. We know that a lot of persons are not even ready to show their face on the television or to speak. But they eat crumbs from Abuja. Crumbs from Abuja from the oil. No person from Bayelsa can say, I have an oil drum. I work in Shell. I know how they go about sharing this oil drum. I left Shell because of the politics they play. I cannot go and kill my brother because of money. I was paying compensation in Shell. I left, people didn't know when I left. Because when they brought the politics, I should kill my brother for money. I said, I will not do it. My brother, I thank you so much today. I am happy to see your face. I want to charge you because I want to call upon the gods that brought oil to Niger Delta, that brought oil to Biafra land. The powers that have kept that oil for us. We came out to see this oil. We did not know where the oil comes from. We want to pray that the power that have brought this oil should give you courage, should give you all the weapons to fight and deliver IJAW land, to fight and deliver Biafra. We have nothing. We have gone to war. We did not achieve anything for war. We did not have any weapon to fight. But today, we know that peace. We know that you have all the weapons. You know that you have all the principles. You have all the politics to go about how we can go home peacefully. Because we know that we have nothing. But God has brought you to deliver Biafra back to us. We came to this earth. We came to this earth to see Biafra. But with a thin air, Biafra disappeared. They brought another government. We were thinking that government is better off. We never knew that we were trading on another different venture entirely. But we know today, even in the Bible, they said the weapons, even the Bible says that we take this violence. But we know that it's not going to be by violence, because we have tried the violence in our work. We are praying to Almighty God. We are giving you the power. We are charging you that may God Almighty give you the courage and power, wisdom. The wisdom that was given to Solomon in the Bible should be given to you. To fight the affair of this life to the promised land. I pray. Thank you so much.
Watching a girl.
Now, open away one thing that the plane that let me put in. Open it to your ball. You know, one for the water for a call from a camel. No, I won't go need. A lama won't go back and putting you one year.
My goodness me.
Where was you? When you want 1 year. You know, know that I can have an old nation. When you moment me. So it's also a moment. Black Mammy. Now, remember that last person one. And it will be such one or you or Nimitawa. Black Mama in me. What people just put on one by people service one from Humala. Can you remember me? Like our Kuwaito and Ogonoa Patnia, Ogonoari, and we were here celebrating you, walking behind you when you go one day. So, no. I'm going to put my one for the partner putting it. That's what me. And the partner put in Barabo, one of me. And the camera, welcome your man. Are with Malafakamo. One in the Malafai. In every job now, by a by Cumberland, the Lenator, Cumberland, the lab. I bet what this labor over. Until the radio comes out, then we are happy. So, without a cat in more than so, I was feeling you. How to mind that when you know me, and is it our not only come for me, Papa? No, not in the place. Now, tell you, very far. I make you this promise today. Yes. Today is Thursday. Yes. I can assure you, now you know the type of person that I am. Yes. Before next week, Saturday, Saturday, Radio Biafra will back on live in Bayelsa. Darlington, this color one would okay. Why we are tying this cloth? Wait. Excuse me. Why we are tying this cloth? He is our champion. Yes. We are decorating our champion. Yes. That is the meaning of this white cloth. The marshal you are seeing is a sword of victory. Yes. That nobody on earth born of a woman can take his life. It's a lie. No one can cover the light of Biafra. No darkness on his face. No darkness on his face. And I am the deputy state coordinator of Bayelsa State. What you are seeing is from Bayelsa. To tell you that we come from Bayelsa. We are the owner of Biafra. Anybody doesn't know should know that we are the owner of Biafra. Thank you and God bless. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Holy, holy, holy.